Oh, sorry, there's like a weed whacker in my
And we'll start the show with Wee Whacker, yeah. Yeah. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? You're watching the Guy Whitcam Show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm Guy Whitcam, and today we've got in the studio the one, the only, Paulina. How you doing, Paulina?
I love how you say my name. I'm doing so well today. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. So we're with Paulina. Is very interesting because she's like she's an actress. You do everything. You're a musician. You're a poet.
We don't say actress either because you don't call a doctor a doctoress or like a firefighter firetress.
Oh, so what we call you
an actor.
Oh, all right then. Interesting. And
PC, let's keep it PC. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that really well, but I'll go for it.
No, me either.
Yeah, I'm not really good at all that. Yeah, so you're watching the Guy Whitcam Show, and today we have Paulina, and we're here live, and we're going to be talking about a few things. This is a very interesting show because we're going to focus on Paulina and her life, and we're just going to talk about a lot of different things. So let's start it out. So you're from the East Coast, correct?
Yes.
All right. Oh, now is that New York or New Jersey? Where are you from?
I'm from New Hampshire, actually.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
So, how do you get into the arts from New Hampshire?
I've always been into the arts since I was a little kid. I think my whole family is full of artists. My mom, my grandma, both artists. And when I was little, I would like dance around and sing and paint and draw and pretty much do the same stuff I do now, but like a little less organized. And when I moved to New York, there was just a lot more. I just felt like I could do a lot more, so I started going on like Craigslist auditions and, just being really unsafe on the internet and meeting people that way. I'm so blessed that nothing crazy actually happened to me, but through all that, I met this guy who ended up being my manager, and he got me into my first agency. And then when we stopped working together, I got a new manager, and now I've been with her ever since. And she got me into these acting classes that changed my whole life. And in the interim of all that, I was working on music and stuff just on the side when I wasn't acting.
All right. Well, moving to the big city, what was that transition from New Hampshire to then New York?
It's really hard to remember, to be honest, how I felt because it was so long ago. But I think I was just always ready to not be in New Hampshire. Always.
That's interesting.
I felt refreshed. I was like, cool, let's do this.
So, when it comes to when you first moved here and you had management, was that specifically with the acting, or did it also encompass your music and other talents there?
No, I actually wasn't doing music stuff then. When I first started, I started go-go dancing in Atlantic City, and somebody was making music. He was like, "I have a studio. Come, just like sing whatever you want." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I really liked it, and I was like, "Oh, I like doing this. Let me do it all the time." And so I started learning Ableton, like on the way to work, on the way to go to Atlantic City to go dance. I would be on the bus learning Ableton, and that's how I learned Ableton. And I feel like it didn't take me that long. I had like that very specific time to do it. But anyway, that's how I started making music.
That's interesting. So you say Ableton. So the guy, he's either hip hop guy, a remixer, or a DJ. Which one was he?
The first guy?
Yeah. With as far as like the studio.
Yeah, I think he was an engineer.
All right. Yeah. Because usually, it's interesting. You could kind of get an idea what style of music people do by the production they do, or the time period they got into it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So then where does the poetry and the other artistic expressions come in?
Honestly, um, I think I've always been a writer first. Was always first, and then everything else just kind of like came tumbling out after that. I mean, before that, but it was all like on the ground of being a writer, like of wanting to tell stories, of wanting to like expose perspectives, and I think now I'm just being more open to the fact that I've always wanted, like, lyricism and is poetry, and I've just kind of switched the makeup or the order of, like, what am I trying to say?
I mean, like, would you say you're still telling stories, but the medium has changed or diversified, maybe?
Yeah, diversified. I'm still telling stories, but the medium has diversified.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you. You're welcome there.
Yeah, thank you for that.
That's what I do. Yeah. So now I realise, I have a show, Ask Guys. Yeah. And we talk about relations. Yeah, well, it's Ask Guy, but it also has the quotes S, so it's like Ask Guy, Ask Guy. You see what I did right there? You see what I think? Yeah. So the reason why I bring it up, because we talk about relationships and we talk about different things, and I see your directing debut on the Stoops, where you were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did my research, and you guys were talking about basically catcalling and sexual harassment, and you did it in a very clever, humorous way. So what inspired that work, and how is that to be directing when you're usually acting and doing different things?
Yeah, the person that I wrote it with, Jenny,
and if you speak a little louder there, because the sound is going. Yeah.
The person that I wrote it with, Shani. I can put headphones in. Would that be better?
We could try that. Why not? I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah, we'll go for it.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Guy Whitcam, and we're talking to Paulina, and we're trying to see what's going on with the sound there. But yeah, we're going to talk about Paulina's. Sorry, I was drinking. Her directing, yeah, my notes right here. Directing debut, yeah, I got that right there. Sure, yeah.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah, let's see there with the sound there. But it was interesting. In fact, tell everyone your Instagram in the meanwhile, that they can actually check some of this out there.
Zuzu Silk, Zuzusilk.
Yeah.
Also, here we go. Is this better, sound-wise?
Actually, it is.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, what is going on?
Oh my goodness.
You got calls going in. Someone's calling you there.
Oh, that's me?
I think so.
Oh, weird. I can't see who's calling me or anything. I'm just trying to fix these headphones so that I can actually. Anyway, Zuzu Silk, but you can also go to my website, ultimatedreamvacation.com.
All right. Yeah, we can do that.
And everything is there. Everything is there.
Yeah.
Okay,
so what inspired you to do this clash of the battle of the sexes there, and tackle such an important topic having to do with catcalling and sexual harassment?
We were in me and my friend Shani created this group with all of our friends called the Chico, and it was a storytelling group. A group of actors and directors and stuff. We were gonna like make content together, and we did like think of a lot of ideas together and stuff, and like do some stuff. But in the end, Shani and I ended up working together separately. Like after everyone kind of went to do their own thing, and we had this, like, I had always wanted to do reverse sexism just as a concept, and I think it had been brought up in the Chico, and then our friend Sasha brought it up. I remember Sasha told us later, she was like, this was my idea, and I was like, oh my god, that's so crazy, we didn't even know. And yeah, and then after the Chico, we were like, well, let's just put something into motion, you know? Actually, maybe it was during the Chico. Basically, me and my friends really we've always wanted to focus on reverse sexism as a concept. We think that's cool.
Now, what made you decide to direct it, and what was that like, directing your first little thing there, and hitting something so strong, something so important from your first time out there?
I don't know. I didn't really think of it like that. I was just having fun with my friends.
Well, you should think about it like that. You should think about it. Think about it right now. Think about it. You thinking? Yeah.
Okay.
You thinking?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So how's it feel right there?
Yeah.
It feels good right there.
It feels good. Yeah. It feels good to make an impact, to be on the forefront of the revolution. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I just feel like yeah, I was just making stuff with my friends, and I was like, well, I'm very particular, so I'm like, if I helped write this, I need to help make it look a certain way and be a certain way, and that ends up being directing.
Well, I want to say this. I've seen people do, the whole reverse sexism thing before, and I would like to say I really appreciate your version because it seemed more raw. It seemed more real. When people do it, I find that they try so hard to be funny.
Okay.
Or they try so hard to like make a statement. And I feel that, each of your characters actually did, or from what I've seen, they actually did things that I've seen people do.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that very much.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's so great. Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. I thought that was cool. It's cool, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for saying that.
So that was so I think here's a good transition. Randomly on your social media, you hit a lot of different topics having to do with sex, race, inner thoughts, increasing your vibration. Where does that fit in your artwork, or does your socialism tend to ride totally separate from that? Obviously parallel, but does it always intertwine? Obviously in the Stoop one, that one intertwined, but is it usually like that?
If I'm in the process from the very start, then yes, it's all completely. I think that the whole, like, being a human is revolutionary, because you have so many people that are going through the same things that you are, that don't know that there are other people going through those things, or don't feel represented, or there's a special groups of people that don't feel represented, like people of color and women, and especially in this specific era. So I think it's kind of impossible for me to separate the two, but when I get invited into something that's already made and I just want to do my craft, then it's more internal, and I'm trying to like get my perspective, infuse it into the project, rather than make the entire thing, about what I have to say.
Interesting. So you're really into collaborating. It's not all about you.
Yeah, for sure. I think we need help as as beings that are like with one perspective. We need help because we're serving such a large community that it's like, if your vibration is I want to help people and I want to serve people, then how are you going to do that completely alone? It's like you're working in the opposite frequency of what you're trying to put out.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I had to put up a boom on that one. It's like shots fired. Yeah, that was nice. No, it's true. And actually, if you look at the best work out there, that we always, we can talk about those massive movies, those massive albums, those massive creations of visual art, and and there's always been like a collaboration of a bunch of people. Like the
Yeah.
best of the best has always been a collaboration. On
Yeah.
some way, some form. No one has done those things by themselves.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
So I think that's very interesting, and I'm going to think about that because the word's all about me, Guy Whitcam. But you really,
Right.
I mean,
Oh,
as
okay.
it should be, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm open. You got me thinking, which is very interesting.
You can still do your own projects, baby steps.
So what is it? Was it right now? Like, where do you go here? So you moved to New York. You got a manager. For whatever reason, you guys parted ways. You didn't mention it, so I won't pry. But I really.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, we're great. We're in great standing. He just was doing other things, and I wanted a manager who was more focused on the things I wanted to do.
All right. And now you're like everywhere. I see you in what was it? What's the blue one? It's the TV show that everyone, if you're an actor, you were probably in it. Blue Streets. What, the cop show?
Gotham.
Oh, you were in Gotham, yeah. But you were in what was the other one? It's a cop show.
Oh my God! I completely forgot I was in that too. What the fuck is it called? Sorry, am I not allowed to swear on this?
No, you're not, and I don't like that at all.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
See, the kids say that's not good. So for some reason, I attract a lot of women, and I attract a lot of children. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. What was it?
I think. Sorry, what were we talking about?
The show that you were, the cop show that you were in.
Oh yes. It was on CBS, right?
Yes, it was. I did my research, ladies and gentlemen. See, this is what I did.
Oh my God, that was so long ago.
Yeah. You think it's a game, ladies and gentlemen? No, it's not a game. Go with Ken. Yeah. Put some respect on it.
Oh, I just lost it.
What's that? Blue Streets? I'm something with blue in it.
Oh my goodness, now I really want to think of what it was. Blue Bloods.
There you go, Blue Bloods. Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Michael Jackson, yeah. Yeah. He was the first one to be like,
oh, was he?
I think so. I think he
was
shot
thought it was like way back when with the Christmas carols.
Oh.
Dum, dum, da-da-da-dum. That's a drum, not a person.
Yeah, it's a drum, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so you were in that, which was, so, that's amazing. So, I thought it was nice. You got some you're not just a pretty face.
Oh, well, I'm glad you realized that.
Yeah. I did my research. Yeah. You got some got some acting chops there.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Shout out to my teacher, Anthony Abeson. Let me plug him real quick. Google Anthony Abeson, get into that class because it's life-changing.
Yeah. So what is it? Let's talk about that. You go in the class. You're taking your craft serious. You're learning. Do you find yourself getting the same kind of opportunities over and over, based on either what you look like or what you don't look like?
Yeah, but.
And what has that been? And
yes and no.
Okay, go on. Yeah.
Yes and no, because I'm racially ambiguous to a lot of people, so they can put me in quote-unquote anything, But it's like race is so touchy, and everyone really wants to know who you are and who you're representing.
Yeah, who are you? Who are you representing there? You did it to yourself, love. You did it to yourself. I got to ask. You got to do it.
I'm representing everybody who resonates with me. I don't have like a specific group, I mean, black people I think is number one for me because I feel like because I'm black, but other than that I think just people who resonate with me, period. And that's a lot of people, women, biracial people, mixed people who are from New Hampshire,
Wait a minute, really? People, really?
People who are from New Hampshire.
What about Staten Island?
Plant-based.
What about Staten Island?
Well, no, because I don't really have a connection to Staten Island. But if you're from Staten Island and you connect with me for something, like you're like, oh, I feel something that's like that we share a thing, and that makes you feel like heard and seen, then yeah, Staten Island all the way. Let's go.
What about Ukraine?
Yes. I don't really know anything about Ukraine, which sucks. But
what about Tanzania? What about Tanzania?
Represent.
What about Tanzania?
Tanzania?
Yeah.
No, I don't really know much about Tanzania either. But I'm Ukrainian, so I have to be like... I'm representing for the Ukrainians who don't know about their Ukrainian heritage.
Wait a minute. All right, let me ask. Where's your... Can I ask where your parents are from?
Yeah, my mom's family is from Ukraine, and my dad's family is, like, all over Africa and the Caribbean.
So wait a minute. So I got that right.
When you said Ukraine.
Yeah, I got it on the nose.
Oh, yeah.
You see, folks, this is what I do. That's why I'm the host and you're not. You're just watching.
Stay in my lane.
Yeah. What's it? I got a dip. Hold on. I had a dip right there.
What was that?
I was dipping. You know, as the kids. What do the kids do? They I don't even know.
Oh, like this.
Yeah. Well, I do it.
Like a dab.
Yeah, dab, whatever. I don't like the youngins.
Or like
anyway.
they do this thing where they like, you know what I'm talking about?
No, what do they do?
They do like a lot of these things now, and they like shake themselves when they close their hands. I see that a lot.
Isn't that like epilepsy? Isn't that like? Isn't that
No, they do it on purpose, Guy.
Oh, sorry about that. So let me ask you this. Where in the Caribbean do you represent there? Yeah.
Well, that's interesting because I actually don't know. I don't know my dad. I don't know anything about my dad's family except for what I can find on, from my blood, but from my spit. But I have a like kind of adoptive family in St. Vincent, and I go there and like visit them and.
All right.
Yeah.
Vincent.
Yeah, Union Island, baby.
Yeah. That's nice.
Represent for Union Island.
So what we do now? So like you're talented, you got this universal love thing going on. You got a new album actually. You got like a single or something you're working on? Yeah, what's going on with the music?
I feel like what were we talking about when I stopped and you were like, so who do you represent?
Oh,
were we talking about something?
Oh, we probably were.
Wait, let me think, because I feel like I was saying something about how it doesn't matter who you represent. If you're I think I was just okay.
I'll put some thinking music on. Hold on. All right, hey, we got it together now.
I don't think it matters.
Oh.
Yes, I have an EP coming out. Date is unknown. 2021. Let's say September.
Oh, that gives you more than enough time to say, hey, I'm doing it early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leak it.
To leak it is a leak.
It's a leak. And when it leaks, it's not me, it's a leak.
Yeah. It's a leak.
It's a leak.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. Leak, yeah. So what's going on with the directing? Are we going to get any more things?
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, spill the beans.
I'm writing so much. I'm writing a lot. I can't say much.
Alright. Now, do you put everything out independently? Do you shop any of it? What do you do as far as that?
My music? Or are you saying what you said in the future? What will I do?
Yeah, well, any of these things. Are you like more like, hey, I'm an indie artist, I'm just doing my thing, screw the system, I'm doing my own thing, and I'm keeping all my bread? Or you like, hey, I'm putting this in the can and trying to get a big company involved, like, you know?
My goal is ethical empire, an ethical empire, and not like just an empire that is ethical. Like, I want my products to be made ethical. It's like an empire that creates sustainability through being ethical and through the things it promotes and how it what it produces.
And is there a website that people could find you, find out all this stuff and support, maybe even get involved in the different projects you do and anything like that?
Yes, please, my website, ultimatedreamvacation.com.
That is an awesome name, by the way.
Thank you.
Excuse me there. Yeah, that's an awesome name. Why vacation? Why that?
I was inspired by a website I saw a long time ago, and the name of the website was Total Luxury Spa, but it was like a photographer's website or like a graphic designer's website, and it wasn't a spa at all, and I just thought that was so cool. I like mysteriousness, like kind of titillates me. Like I like to be mysterious, and I'm kind of having a hard time with that, but I can come back to that. But I wanted to do that kind of thing where I wanted to be like abstract and poetic, and working with Paulina is the ultimate dream vacation because you're taking a complete different perspective. You're getting on a plane to another dimension when you're interacting with me, and that's how I want to feel when I act with people, when I interact with people. So that's the kind of energy I'm trying to put out, to be like, here are my weird abstract feelers, who's attracted to those, who's going to come, who's going to make magic together with me.
It's interesting as I'm thinking about it there. That was actually going to be like my next question. What is it, if you had to like explain to people what your vibration is and what you want people to walk away with from anything that you create, is there like a phrase, a sentence or a word that would encapsulate all that? I don't know. That's why I asked you. I don't really know.
You do know. Everyone knows everything. It's just about remembering. I think that's why people say you know. You know. I think it's a lot of words that I would use. But I have been calling myself a Pythoness lately because I was calling myself a witch, meaning to me, someone who works with nature's elements that correspond to the elements inside of ourselves and inside of our energetic world to bring things to fruition and to give thanks. That's what my definition of a witch was. But Google really dropped the ball on that one for me, and they're talking about pointy hats and broomsticks and worshiping the devil and stuff like that. So I looked up Pythoness. I looked up different words, and Pythoness was one of the words, and it means like an oracle or a soothsayer. So like someone who can see the future. And I wouldn't consider myself a psychic. I'm not like out here giving people healing sessions, psychic healing sessions, stuff like that. Not psychic. I do actually do healing sessions, but not with psychic activity. But I think it's the closest thing you can get to saying that I'm using all of basically what I said a witch definition was.
All right. That's a lot right there to take in there. But
yeah, do you want me to like shorten it for a cut?
Yeah. Well, we don't edit. We just this was is. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, there you go.
Then there you go. Well, thank you very much. I'm so happy to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. We have Paulina.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is so fun. I'm excited to have had an interview with a being that I've never, I don't know how to classify, which is cool, and also who I've never dealt with before.
All right. Let's pump up the music there. All right, you're watching Guy Whitcam, and thank you very much for watching the Guy Whitcam Show, and Paulina. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't see what you're looking at, how this looks, so I can't. Am I way